We have to realize that robots are getting better and better and better and better, but we must never forget they are machines. And they have no conscience, they have no feeling. They want to survive because they have a job to do. And if you try to prevent them from doing that job, they're going to be in conflict with you. Good morning, Istanbul. I hope you've all had a good breakfast. Everybody feeling strong? Anyone here scared? Because you might be scared at the end. We are human beings, and we like to think we're the end of the food chain. We're the top dog. We're the alpha. But we may not be that for very long, because we have created something which is very powerful. I gave my book the title Evolution Without Us, because it's my conviction that evolution will continue long after humanity is gone with artificial intelligence. Many of us think of artificial intelligence as being robots, but robots are actually not artificial intelligence. They're machines. They're made out of metal, oil, electrical motors. Artificial intelligence is a software. And the definition of artificial intelligence is a software that writes itself. If any of you are going to make notes today, I would suggest you write down the following note. 200 million pages of information, 200 million pages of information can be digested by this computer, Watson, IBM computer, in 3 seconds. In 3 seconds. We are human beings. We like to think of ourselves as being top dogs, smarter than everything, but I think there are very few people in the room today who can digest 200 million pieces of information in 3 seconds. And we must remember that's the situation today. This is the here and now. And I'm going to be talking today not about science fiction, not about some crazy startup PowerPoint. I'm going to be talking today about the here and now of artificial intelligence, what it is doing today. And I want you to remember, every time I say something or show you something, it's about a technology that is just being born. We are witnessing today the first baby steps of artificial intelligence. And we know from computers that their growth rates are not in straight lines. They are exponential. They grow at rates like this. So everything we learn today and look at today are the very first baby steps. And they are made autonomously by the software. The definition of artificial software is software that writes itself. If it doesn't write itself, it's not artificial intelligence. It's normal programming. But a lot of you may have this Terminator idea that this artificial intelligence could take us over, could become our enemy. And I'd like you to understand a little bit about how artificial intelligence thinks, because it's totally different from humans. It's not mortal, it has no sex, it has no blood in its veins, it has no ambitions, it has no plan. And as an example, this pattern was made by iRobot. That's a vacuum cleaner. And if you have, some of you may have that. I have one at home. I was a little scary when I was writing about artificial intelligence and this thing was going around cleaning the floor. You can put it anywhere in the room, point it in any direction, and away it goes, and it keeps going straight until it hits a wall or a table or a chair. And then it turns around and goes off in another direction. This is a photograph taken by a young man who put LEDs on top of his robot and did a time exposure to show where it went. An iRobot vacuum cleaner has no plan. As a human being, we'll do one row, and then we'll do the next row, and then we'll do the next row, and we have a plan. But iRobot just goes running around banging into things, and eventually It's got the whole floor covered. Your room is clean. It's done the job without having a plan. And the same is true in chess. We all know that chess can be better played by artificial intelligence than by human beings. And no man-made program, when you do this, then you do that, when this happens, you do that, had ever succeeded in winning against human beings. But what's interesting about artificial intelligence when it plays chess, it has no plan. We developed chess as a strategic game for kings to practice their warfare, and they have, all these different pieces, a rook, a horse, a queen, a bishop, and they all have these different functions. You put pressure on one row, and you try to take away the queen because it's most valuable, and all these ideas and strategies that we as human beings develop. And we think that's the definition of intelligence. We think about it. We have a plan. We develop something. Artificial intelligence doesn't have a plan. When Watson began to play chess, it just moved the pieces around. It didn't matter how stupid it was. It just made here a move, and there a move, and another move. Losing moves, hopeless moves, stupid moves. But it remembered every move that it made, and in the end, it didn't matter what the situation on the chessboard was, artificial intelligence won. But it's not like we do. We develop our strategy play for play. It just photographs a situation and has another move. You can take these situations and put them in any kind of order that you want. The artificial intelligence has no value for the pieces, no strategy. It just collects the information, and it does it with number crunching, with the pure power of 200 million pages in 3 seconds. So many people say, well, when is artificial intelligence going to surpass us? When's it going to be smarter than we are? And the answer is, it already has surpassed us. It's surpassed us in many, many fields. We go field for field. And it's better than we are at doing a lot of the things that we do. Robots started replacing menial jobs, the sweat jobs, the muscle jobs on the assembly lines many years back. Today, artificial intelligence is replacing the smartest, most educated, best paid jobs in the world. The human elite is being replaced today by artificial intelligence. An example, just like a computer can analyze all the different chess situations, it can also analyze the bits and the pixels in a complex MRT or CT. And I went to the 3 best hospitals in Germany, Charité, Marburger Clinic, and University Clinic in Essen. And I spoke with the radiologists. They all say, no exceptions, a computer and artificial intelligence can analyze that picture better than our humans can, better than our best radiologists can. And these are the first baby steps. They all say, when it comes to the diagnosis, I just sign off on what the computer has done. We're talking about the best hospitals in Europe. And one of the most important things for our health, specialized medicine. So these are the important jobs in medicine, and of course in the financial world, we all know the guys running around the floor of the stock market, they're basically just extras in a TV show, because the bulk of the business today is done by artificial intelligence, because it's collecting data from all over the world. Thousands of pieces of information, hundreds of thousands, millions, billions of information are flowing in every second into the stock market analyses. If you have a typhoon brewing somewhere over the Philippines, if you have miners in the copper mines of Chile who are thinking about a strike, or you have the tweets of an American president, all of that information and millions more are flowing daily into these algorithms. And every day, every minute, every hour, the computer is looking at the constellation and figuring out what the course is going to be, how it's going to change the stock market. The result? Some of the best paying humanity jobs Stockbrokers are going out of fashion. This used to be the stockbroker market in New York City for the world's largest bank, Goldman Sachs. They had, in the year 2000, 600 people. That's their office. 600 people working there. Ancient history. Today, 2 stockbrokers sit in that office. The rest is done by machines. Now, you can say, okay, jobs. This is not about jobs. The threat of artificial intelligence is not that it's going to come and take your job away, because there are always new jobs that are created. The threat of artificial intelligence is our society is giving up major responsibility to machines every day because the machines can do it better than we can, better than the best minds that we have. In our brains, we have 20 watts of electrical power. We have 1,200 grams of gray mass, a couple of billion neurons. That's nothing compared to the computers of today, and as they say, it's growing exponentially. And they have no feelings. They're just code. They're capable, robots are very capable of simulating human beings. They get warm, they smell good, they have soft skin, they have big blue eyes, they say nice things. In fact, in Germany, there's a house of prostitution which uses robots as instead of women. We have to realize that robots are getting better and better and better and better, but we must never forget they are machines, and they have no conscience, they have no feeling. They want to survive because they have a job to do. And if you try to prevent them from doing that job, they're going to be in conflict with you. If you have a system, an AI system, it's supposed to protect the environment. Well, they'll discover pretty quick the problem with the environment are the warm-blooded beings in this room, humanity. We're the ones who are causing the trouble. So there will be conflicts. It's all the huge problem about combining ethics with our machine intelligence. Number one, I can't emphasize enough, we don't write the programs for AI. They write them themselves. They learn how to play chess, they learn how to fly rockets through the moon, they learn how to invent new machines, they learn how to build houses with 3D printing. They learn all of these things. But those are not programs that we wrote. These are programs they learned all by themselves. So, and the problem with ethics is humanity does not have one ethic. Every different country, every different religion, every different power group, every different military alliance, we all have totally different ethics systems. And within our societies we have, the good guys, the bad guys, we have criminal people, we have bribed politicians. There is no one ethical system. So you have to define it.